Welcome back to day 2 of the John boat to bass boat build. It is the next day. If you guys saw the last video, we ran into some complications when it came to welding some of the cracks on the bottom of the boat. So today we're actually going to be taking care of that. I'm about to run to the hardware store right now and pick up MAP gas, which is the gas that we need to actually get the boat hot enough to melt. So hopefully that'll help out. We're gonna try and do that. I have the John boat. It's actually been raining all day, but my dad's actually off work today, so he's gonna be coming with me to my buddy's shop to try and help me do all this stuff. So if you guys can see right here, here's the weld I tried doing yesterday, and it's just no bueno. So we're gonna try and get that resanded down, and I don't know, we're basically taking the boat to a totally different location. For the sole purpose that it's just freezing cold outside. So we're gonna try and get that weld. We're gonna try and get all these buttons fixed up and everything, and then from there we're gonna be cutting the wood for the decks. So we're gonna get that all loaded up into the truck, and I got the boat loaded up in the back, the plywood, going to a buddy's shop to try and make this happen. There's a lot more leaking than I thought, so this should be interesting. To the shop we go. Alrighty. We're at the shop right now. I just got everything inside. I'm gonna film this portion out here because my buddy's vacuuming and stuff and it's really loud in there. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going over the boat. Last night before I put the boat away, I water tested it. A lot of the rivets and buttons were leaking. Nothing crazy significant, but just something I wanna take care of so it's not a future problem. I got some buddies in there, I got my dad in there, and we're all gonna kinda just go at this. There's a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna try and just film everything that we're doing, and then since it's kind of loud in there, I'll probably come out here and explain you guys everything as far as updates go. Here we go. I've never seen you actually clean or work.
Yeah, it's a special sand disc though. Like it's actually got like good paper on it. So that'll probably clean that really well.
Yeah, that'll clean that. I just don't want to take too much off. I don't know. This one is going to turn black. This one, yeah, that'll be good.
You guys probably can't hear me right now because of this, but we ran into a complication trying to fix a weld. Basically what happened was there was a stress crack in the boat, and while trying to weld it, fix it, ended up just making a bigger hole. So we got to figure out how we're going to fix this. We flipped the boat over so that we could try and tackle it from the inside, because the way the welding works, you kind of got to bridge back and forth until you cover that hole. So I don't know. We're going to try from the inside now, I guess. Already update. So we got the hole patched. I don't know if it's leak free yet or not. We did patch all the buttons. Man, I'm choking on pretzels over here. We did get all the buttons taken care of. So my only worry is that one stress crack right there. It's filled. We still gotta water test it. We're gonna take a break, kind of let all that stuff settle a little bit. I'm currently getting a saw out of my truck. So right now we're gonna cut and measure the plywood so we can at least fit that in. So we'll get that part done. It's kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. So I don't even know what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm a mess. But let's grab the saw. We're gonna go measure that out. We're gonna fit the deck. I'll show you guys the deck. And you know, we're kind of moving fast because I don't have a lot of time today. But you know, I'll give you guys a little more detail on everything that's going on and what it looks like once we're done here. So I just want to kind of update you guys with a little bit of verbiage as we do everything that we do. And I'll explain to you guys at the end, if you're curious, what we did, what materials I used, and what you're supposed to do. I'm no pro at this, but I'll tell you guys in case you're ever in the same situation. So it's all time. on the water, you're gonna get that no matter what, but on the water, the main pressure point's gonna be the center if that's where we're sitting. Especially if we got a guy up there and a guy here.
Put a piece of wood on there and
Well, that's what I'm saying, like in the center, just so we have the middle.
Maybe I should cut it a little more, huh?
No, it's fine. Okay guys, so since things are all over the place, I'm gonna kind of wrap things up, give you guys a brief overview of what's going on with the John boat, where we're at, and just the situation I'm in. If you guys can just see, and like, actually, you know what, here's the situation, I'll show you right now. We have quite the problem. The water test is no bueno. So yeah, we currently have a big hole in the boat, and the reason we have a hole in the boat is because originally we tried to take, you know, fluxless aluminum weld sticks and try and fix all our issues, which worked really well for all the buttons on the boat. If you guys can see right here, they're not the prettiest darn thing ever. I'm not a welder, and I guess this isn't necessarily legitimate welding, but it worked really well, and there's no leaks at all, and this wasn't necessary to do, but I just wanted to do it. So we did that and took care of that. The main problem was this guy right here. So if you guys can see right here, it's now a gaping hole, but originally when I had got the boat, it was like a pressure crack. It was covered by paint. The guy painted over the entire boat. I'm sure he did it to hide some things or just to ignore some things for himself. I don't really know the ordeal. Anyway, so I knew there was a pressure crack in there. It was dripping a little bit, little by little. And so we tried to take that, you know, weld stick, and we tried to put an aluminum weld over it. Well, what happened was every time that the aluminum would cool down after being hot, it would, you know, when we got it hot, it would expand, and then it would retract. And every time it retracted, it just re-cracked the weld, and it wasn't getting us anywhere. We kept trying, we kept trying, we kept trying, and unfortunately we put a hole in it with a torch. It just got weak and it gave out. So that sucks, and that's the situation we're in. I'm actually in a worse situation now than I was in before, but on the bright side, it allows me to fix things a little bit better and make more adjustments. So what do I do here? How do I save money, and you know, how do I not go over budget with this problem? Because this is a big problem, if you guys can see this right here. So here's what we're gonna do. Again, go back to what I said earlier and just ask around, find out people that are willing to help you, and just look for contacts and people you network with. Fortunately, my dad made a couple text messages, and then it just so happened to be that the guy that he snowplows for in the winter happens to be a welder. He's not like a certified welder, but he does it as a hobby, and he's pretty darn good at it. Recently, he took up aluminum welding, ironically, and we gave him a phone call, and he's actually willing to help me out for free, or at least I think for free. I don't know if I gotta buy materials yet, but the way it sounds, he said, hey, bring the John boat on over, and he's gonna take care of it for us. So we got a little frustrated, I got a little mad, but you know, you're gonna run into problems like this. You just gotta figure out how you're going to fix them. So later this week, I gotta bring this boat over to my dad's buddy's house to get it fixed. So from here on out, you know, we're just gonna take a break on that. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to fish Saturday or Sunday like I planned, but it is what it is. So until we get that fixed, in the meantime, I'm gonna be filming everything else, how we're gonna make the interior of the boat, how I'm gonna connect everything and things like that. So right now we're gonna focus on the interior. So I'm gonna end things at that for today. It was kind of just, you know, a backtracking day. We got a step further, but we also, you know, took a step backwards at the same time. Not mad about it. It becomes a project. This is gonna be a really cool project. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. And the plan is just to make, something really awesome out of nothing. So hey, if you guys are new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor and drop a like for me. Leave a comment down below on any ideas you guys got for me or anything that might help my scenario. But I'm not trying to go over budget, guys. I'm keeping this under $500. So right now, I think we're at not even 400 bucks. I'll do in the next video, I'll do an update on the calculation on how much money I've spent so far and things like that. But really, I've only purchased a propane tank, those aluminized flex sticks, and then carpet that I ordered online. But we'll do a whole price sheet and everything like that. So hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.